They are saying a genocide is happening.
Yes, that's true. It's absolutely true.
Do you know between Israel
Yes.
and the Muslims, do you know who has a stated genocidal objective? Do you know who has an explicitly stated genocidal objective?
Israel.
Where do you get the information from?
I've seen it because I see it in action. You see it on the television. You hear their ministers talking about it, wiping out a whole generation of Palestinians.
Sure. I hear that's how you're seeing it, but my question was different.
I'm hearing it from the Israeli ministers, the Israeli government. You're hearing it from
But
Trump.
my question was different.
Okay.
My question was, between the Muslims and Israel, do you know who has an explicitly stated genocidal objective?
What I know is that Israel has an explicitly stated Zionistic agenda to wipe out the Palestinians from their own land.
My dear friend, you know that you've avoided my question. Maybe
Listen.
I'll ask another question.
No, it's
Have you
okay.
ever read the Quran?
No, I haven't.
And you appreciate Muslims take the Quran seriously.
Of course I do, yes.
And so whether you know it or not, whether you like it or not, you might be oblivious of what motivates them because you haven't read the Quran.
Maybe.
Yeah.
What I'm motivated by is what I see and what I believe.
I'm not disagreeing with you.
Good.
I'm not saying you're lying or whatever.
I'm not.
The only point I'm making right now is you are oblivious to what motivates the people in Gaza.
I'm oblivious to what motivates a lot of people. What I'm motivated by is what I see and what I believe.
Sure. If there is a genocidal, explicitly stated genocidal objective in the Quran, would you be willing to consider the possibility that perhaps from the 7th century, the Muslims have been attempting a genocide of the Jews? Would you at least consider that as a possibility?
I've got no idea about that.
Sure.
What I
But
know,
would you consider that as a possibility?
I would need to read that, but I haven't read it, and I don't know.
This is why I've caveated that with a huge if.
Yeah.
If you get to know that the Quran has an explicitly stated genocidal objective, would you be willing to consider
what
that
I
possibility?
don't want to get distracted from is what's going on here now today and what we're seeing, which is a genocide.
Do you believe in history?
I will not be distracted by that.
Do you not believe in history?
I do believe in history from 1948 onwards and seen what's happened.
Why not prior to that?
Because that's when Israel was created.
No, why are you?
For
So
the
you have
Balfour
an
Declaration.
So you have an ideological, a priori antagonism to Israel.
I've got a political view on what's going on.
But in terms of history, now history isn't saying, hey, look, 1948, now let me set the clock on.
What I know is,
Yeah.
from 1948 onwards, what has happened to the Palestinian people.
My dear friend.
And
You know, are you familiar with Masjid Al-Aqsa?
I'm not.
Are you familiar? Let me bring that up.
No, it's all right.
Just 1 second.
No,
I'll show you a picture.
It's all right.
That'll ring a bell. Right? 1 second, just 1 second. That's my son, by the way.
Okay.
Let me
Very
just.
nice.
Thank you very much. So, Masjid. So you see the Masjid Al-Aqsa. You see
Okay, yeah.
that structure is called Dome of the Rock.
Yes.
You see the golden structure,
Yeah.
golden dome.
Yeah.
And Masjid Al-Aqsa, this is the Masjid Al-Aqsa campus.
Yeah.
Masjid Al-Aqsa is this boring building.
Okay.
That's the Masjid Al-Aqsa complex.
Okay.
So it has at least 2 significant buildings.
Okay.
Do you know where these stand?
Is that in Jerusalem?
They stand on top of what is called the Temple Mount. Have you heard of the Temple Mount?
Yes.
Have you heard of the Temple Mount?
Yes, I have.
Do you know what that used to have prior to this? You know the Temple of King Solomon. You would have heard about King Solomon. King Solomon built a temple, was destroyed by the Babylonians, rebuilt by Ezra and Nehemiah, 2 people in the Bible, and refurbished by Herod, destroyed by the Romans, partly. That's the site, the most holiest site, the holiest site of the Jews. Do you know how these structures got there in the first place?
No, I don't.
The Islamic agenda.
Okay.
This is important.
What's important to me, and
Yeah.
thank you for your time, but what's important for me is what's going on here today.
I know.
And what's important for me
Yep.
is that we stop this terrible Zionist agenda. That's
No,
what's important to me.
No, please don't say terrible when you don't know.
I do
you
know.
You didn't know Dome of the Rock.
I do know.
You didn't know
I do
Dome of the
know,
Rock.
and I've had enough of talking to you. Thanks very much.
Thank you very much. Lovely to see
Thank you for
you.
your
God's
time.
blessings. So very simply, Dome of the Rock, very important.
For you,
Quran,
yes. For you,
very
yes.
important.
For you,
Thank you. Thank you very much.